Are you ready to explore the most spine-chilling Halloween destinations across the globe? As we embark on this thrilling adventure, we will delve into the heart of darkness, shedding light on places that both fascinate and terrify, where the echo of ancient legends, eerie tales, and haunting histories resonate. From forsaken asylums to ancient graveyards, these locations promise to send shivers down your spine. These are not just places, but stories etched in stone and whispered through time. Stories of the macabre, the mysterious, and the downright terrifying. It's a world where shadows dance, and your imagination can be your worst enemy. Each location holds its own unique brand of fear, its own chilling tale that has evolved through the ages. And with each tale, there's a thrill, a chill that runs down your spine, a thrill that only the bravest dare to seek. So brace yourselves as we commence this thrilling journey, revealing the world's most eerie destinations. Starting our countdown at number 10, we venture into the historic town of Salem, Massachusetts. This quaint New England town is famous, or perhaps infamous, for the Salem witch trials that took place in the late 17th century. These dark times saw the execution of 20 people, their stories forever etched in the annals of history. Today, the echoes of the past resonate through the cobblestone streets of Salem. When All Hallows' Eve rolls around, the town awakens with an eerie energy. The air is filled with the sound of rustling leaves and whispered tales, as the town is transformed into a stage for reenactments of the witch trials. Ghostly tours guide curious souls through haunted houses and ancient graveyards under the cloak of darkness. These spine-tingling festivities make Salem a must-visit destination for thrill-seekers and history buffs alike. Salem, a place where history and horror intermingle, certainly sets the tone for our countdown. Moving on to number 9, we find ourselves in the village of Sleepy Hollow, New York. This quaint locale is forever etched in our collective imagination, thanks to Washington Irving's timeless tale, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. This story, filled with mystery and suspense, features the infamous Headless Horseman, a specter whose chilling rides in the night continue to haunt the village's folklore. As Halloween nears, Sleepy Hollow awakens to its legendary status. The village transforms into a spooky spectacle, hosting haunted hayrides that meander through the shadowy landscape, and lantern-lit tours that guide brave souls through its historic sites. These eerie excursions, steeped in lore and lit by the flicker of lantern light, are a beloved Halloween tradition. Here, the line between legend and reality blurs. Sleepy Hollow, where legend and reality blur, gives us a chilling Halloween experience. At number 8, we descend into the shadowy corridors of the catacombs in Paris. Carved deep beneath the City of Lights, this labyrinth of tunnels and chambers is the final resting place for over 6 million souls. Established in the late 18th century, the catacombs were born out of necessity as the city's cemeteries began to overflow. The bones of the departed were moved here, their resting places marked with somber plaques that whisper tales of a bygone era. The profound silence that engulfs these catacombs is only broken by the occasional drip of water from the limestone ceiling, adding to the eerie ambiance. Every Halloween, thrill-seekers from around the globe venture into this maze, seeking a chilling adventure that the catacombs so willingly provide. The Catacombs, a silent witness to Paris's past, offers an eerie journey into the depths of history. At number 7, we find ourselves amidst the ancient walls of the Tower of London. This iconic fortress, steeped in history, is a spine-chilling destination that continues to captivate visitors with its eerie tales. The tower's dark past is marked by a series of beheadings, imprisonments, and chilling spectral sightings. It's not just the architecture that harks back to the medieval times, but also the ghostly echoes of its former inhabitants. One of the most well-known apparitions is Anne Boleyn, the unfortunate queen who met her end at the executioner's block. Visitors have reported seeing her ghostly figure, headless, wandering the corridors of the tower. Other phantoms include the princes in the tower, who mysteriously disappeared, and the White Lady, known to wave at passers-by from the window of the White Tower. The Tower of London, echoing with tales of the past, stands as a chilling testament to its spectral inhabitants. Moving to number 6, we venture into the haunting site of the Island of the Dolls in Mexico City. Hidden among the city's ancient canals, this eerie destination is home to a chilling tale. Legend tells of a young girl who tragically drowned in the murky waters surrounding the island. Overwhelmed by guilt and driven by an unseen force, the island's caretaker dedicated his life to appeasing the lost soul. He began to hang dolls from the trees, lifeless eyes peering out from the foliage, their bodies swaying in the wind. As the sun sets, the island transforms into a scene straight from a horror movie. The dolls, discolored and weathered from the elements, intensify the island's spooky ambience. The whispers of the wind through the trees seem to carry the girl's voice, adding an unnerving soundtrack to this macabre tableau. The island of the dolls, with its chilling whispering dolls, leaves us with an eerie sense of unquiet. At number 5, we step into the ghostly structures of Pripyat, Chernobyl. Once a thriving town humming with the rhythm of everyday life, Pripyat now stands as a chilling monument to a sudden and devastating catastrophe. In 1986, the town was swallowed by the shadow of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, its residents forced to flee, leaving behind the echoes of their lives. The air hangs heavy with the poignant silence of spaces once filled with laughter and conversation, the streets now eerily quiet, haunted by the specters of a past abruptly severed. The iconic Ferris wheel, intended to bring joy and amusement, now looms in the deserted amusement park, a stark, rusting symbol of lost dreams and empty promises. The ghost town of Pripyat, forever wedded to the disaster of Chernobyl, stands as a grim testament to the power of humanity to shape and tragically to destroy. Chernobyl, a haunting reminder of a nuclear tragedy, leaves us in awe of its ghostly silence. At number 4, we go beneath the cobbled streets of Edinburgh into the haunted vaults. The vaults are a series of chambers in the 19 arches of the South Bridge. Since the late 18th century, they've housed the city's most destitute and have been a hotbed for illicit activities, from smuggling to body snatching. But it's not their grim past that makes them infamous. It's the ethereal inhabitants that reportedly lurk in the shadows. Visitors often tell of unexplainable occurrences, strange noises, sudden temperature drops, and sightings of apparitions. One such is Jack, a mischievous spirit known to pull at clothing and throw stones. Another is Mr. Boots, who prowls the corridors, his heavy footsteps echoing through the silence. Yet perhaps the most chilling tale is of a spectral woman, seen weeping in solitude. The Edinburgh Vaults, a place of chilling tales and spectral encounters, leaves us with a shudder. Moving to number 3, we sail to Poveglia Island, Venice, a place of dark past and haunting spirits. This small, unassuming island hides a grim history beneath its verdant foliage. Once a quarantine station for those suffering from the plague and other deadly diseases, the island later served as an asylum for the mentally ill. The echoes of their tormented cries and desperate pleas are said to still permeate the air. Its chilling past has given rise to countless tales of apparitions and eerie happenings. Visitors have reported feeling an inexplicable sense of dread, hearing phantom screams, and even seeing spectral figures wandering the island. Some say it's the spirits of the plague victims. Others believe it's the lost souls of the asylum's inmates. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying the unsettling aura that surrounds Poveglia. Poveglia Island, a place where pain and despair linger, certainly chills us to the bone. At number 2, we find ourselves amidst the mysterious ruins of Bangar Fort, Rajasthan. The fort, dating back to the 17th century, is shrouded in legends and believed to be cursed. It's a place where the lines between history and myth blur, where tales of magic, love, and tragedy come alive. The most prevalent story tells of a sorcerer who fell in love with the beautiful princess of Bangar. When his attempts to win her over through magic went awry, he cursed the fort, dooming its inhabitants to death and the fort to ruin. To this day, it's said that the fort and the surrounding area come alive with paranormal activity once the sun sets. Venturing into the fort after sunset is strictly prohibited by the Archaeological Survey of India, further lending to its haunted reputation. Bangar Fort, a place where legends and mystery reign, leaves us with a sense of eerie fascination. And finally, at number 1, we step into the ghostly ruin of the Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. Once a renowned prison, Eastern State Penitentiary now stands as a spectral monument to its past. Its imposing walls hold a multitude of stories, each one more chilling than the last. The spirits of its former inmates are said to linger in its corridors, forever trapped within the prison's confines. Eerie whispers, unexplainable noises, and shadowy figures are common occurrences here, creating an atmosphere of perpetual unease. Every Halloween, the prison hosts the Terror Behind the Walls event, a haunting experience that draws thrill seekers from far and wide. As you traverse the dimly lit corridors, you can almost hear the ghostly echoes of the prison's past, a chilling reminder of the building's history. Eastern State Penitentiary, a ghostly ruin with stories of spectral inmates, truly stands as the most spine-chilling Halloween destination. So there you have it, the top 10 spine-chilling Halloween destinations across the globe. We've journeyed from the witch trial-laden town of Salem, Massachusetts, to the eerie island of the Dolls in Mexico City. We've descended into the silent, shadowy corridors of the Paris catacombs and climbed the haunted walls of the Tower of London. We've ventured into the ghostly ruins of Chernobyl, Pripyat, and dared to explore the crime-ridden Edinburgh vaults. We've felt the lingering spirits on the tormented Pavelia Island and shivered at the cursed Bangar Fort. And lastly, we've walked the haunted corridors of the Eastern State Penitentiary. Each destination, with its unique story and chilling atmosphere, promises an unforgettable Halloween adventure. We hope you enjoyed this thrilling journey and perhaps found some new destinations for your next Halloween adventure. Until next time, stay curious, stay brave.